This is chapter number 4, Introduction to HTML, CBSE Class 9 Computer Science. Now the questions which are descriptive types on HTML: what is font tag? Name various attributes of font tag. What is font tag? And what are the properties, attributes of a font tag? So font tag is a container tag that has number of attributes, that is properties. That is, the font can be of different type, as I am trying to show you. So there are multiple types of font in which you want to show your content. So this is a container tag. What does it mean? If you start it, you have to end it also. There has to be a end tag also corresponding to a font tag. So there has to be a / font. So there are three main font. When you write font, this ... here you are going to write your content. So how to change the font? Because there are different type of font available. First of all, the attributes include color, size and face. Color, size and face. So color, size and face will decide what is going to be the font, its color, and what will be the size of the content. See text. So size, here you can give number from the number you choose, and the face can be Arial, Courier, Times, Script, Georgia. There are so many. And the color, of course, of your choice, standard color. Name you can also give. You can give the hexadecimal value also. So if you start with this font, you give color. So color you can give, say, red, any color you want. Then you have to give the size. That is, size can be a number, like for let's say 7. And the face. Now here you have to specify which font, which formation you have to show it. Then you have to close it also. That is, if you are writing, say, some hello here, then you need to have a corresponding / font. So it's a container tag. So we have to close it, right? So this is the font tag. Different properties are face, size, color. Let me tell you again. Face sets the text to the name of the font used as its value. Size decides the scale of the text. And color, of course, the color you want to show. Difference between BR and HR tag. BR is for break, line break. HR is for a horizontal line, horizontal rule. So if you want to show some content which should come in the next line, you put BR here. So these tags are not container tag. HR is for horizontal rule. For BR is for break. HR is for horizontal line or horizontal rule. H for horizontal. R is for rule. So let me show you an example here. There are certain other things also here, but here, if you see, here is a text paragraph written. After that, we have, while HTML programming, we have placed BR tag. That is why we have a line. We have a proper line here. In this, it's high time, this content, we have put a HR. That is why after this HR, we have a proper line being shown. So HR tag, just put it here, you will have a line. So ruler, you draw a line using ruler. That is why this is HR, name is HR. Differentiate between link, A link and V link. So link, these are basically colors. Colors to specify in which situation these links are. And links are what? When you click, it will take you to another. These are basically hyperlinks. So when you click on this A, it will take you to some other page, B some other page, C some other page. So when you take your mouse and press the button on A, so when you go to different pages and come back, how will you decide, oh, this I have visited or not? So it's a better idea to show A in a different color, so that when we come back, we may realize A we have already this red color or blue color, it may change, and we may realize A we have already visited, so we don't have to go for it again. So if you have 10 or 20 or 30 links, so the better thing is to do this in a colored way. So when we visited, it should be in different color. When we have not visited, it should be different color. So link is the initial color, that is, it will be shown in blue. It will be shown in blue, that is, we have not visited it. When you press it, we have already seen it. Then what? it will be in purple color. So V link is visited link. A link is active link. That is, when you take your mouse on that particular link, the color will change into yellow. So that is the yellow. So link defines the color of the link in the document, because you haven't visited it, neither you have put your mouse cursor. A link is, now you have placed your mouse cursor on this link, so it will change into yellow. V link is, you have already clicked it. You have already pressed the button and you have also already visited that link. Okay, so it's past, present, like this you can understand. So these are different colors, and when you take the mouse, the important thing is when you take the mouse, it has to be active link. Okay, so present is active link, present is active link, V link is the future, that is you already done this, and past, V link is the past, visited link is the past, you already visited it, and link is already there, you have not visited it, it's there. So let me give you an example, body BG color. So now you have given link, V link and A link. Basically you have given color. So link you have specified by some color, say this is blue, V link red, basically link is red here, and V link is purple and A link is yellow. So I am just saying that you can change the color, it's not fixed, the colors are not fixed, you can change it anytime. Explain heading tag with the help of suitable example. So heading tag is, whenever you have a document, you have different heading. So this heading H1 is having the largest font. Whatever you keep inside this H1, it will be in the largest font. Then it decreases, the font size decreases, largest, medium, then smallest, like this. H1 to H6 are available to us. For example, if you see in this right picture, H1, then you have, if you have a document, say, then you have a document, you need to give certain, to write the content, you have to have some heading. So you have H1 heading, inside this you have to go, this is a kind of, you can say, braces, you can understand, that it has to be indented. H1, then H2 is inside, then H3 will be inside that. H5 will be inside H4. H6 will be inside H6. H6 will be inside H5. Okay. Difference between container tag and empty tag. Container tag and empty tag, the only difference is container tag will have initial and culminating, start and end tag. That is, same thing you have to end also. If you start with title, you have to end the title also. End the title also. With a forward slash, you have to, there is only the difference of forward slash in these two different tags. But if you use BR, this is break, you don't have to use these end tag. You don't need any forward slash BR. So container tag has both start and end tag. The text or the graphic is inserted inside the beginning and the end tag of the container tag. For instance, this body, as I gave you a different example, this body is also an example. You have start also, you have end also. So the body tag is container tag, which has both the beginning and the ending tag. The empty tag is a standalone tag. That is, this kind of tag has beginning, but it has no ending tag. For example, BR or HR or IMG, this tag does not need an end to tell the browser or to inform the browser that the end of the line break has come, because there is no need. That is why we call it as empty tag. Okay. Write down the basic structure of HTML document. So HTML document basic structure is, first is the document type, then you start with HTML, end with HTML. This is the whole HTML document. So it has two parts. One is the head part or heading part, and the second part is the body part. It is not that heading which we just talked about. It's the head of the page. That is, you will give different links, XML links and titles, etc. you have to give here. In the body, you have to give what? All the content, word, chart, videos, images, all these content which you want to put, you can give it here. So this is the HTML page, whole page. This is the whole document. This is the heading. Then you have a title, and this is the body. How do you create a comment tag? Comment tag. So comment tag is that comment is that thing, that tag which will not be understood or which will not be run by the browser. So this is just for the programmer use. It is not for the user use. When this will be shown in the browser, this content which is inside this comment will not be shown. Please understand, this is only for your understanding, who has made the HTML content or HTML program, HTML page. So what would we do? We have a tag, start with the exclamation mark, and with again the bracket, and then both side you have two dash sign. So this is a comment, and this comment will not be shown in the browser. This is just for, let me tell you again, this is only for that person to understand that what he has done. Browser will not even see it. It will not run. So again, two brackets like this, exclamation mark, two dash either side. Name and explain any two attribute of body tag. So body tag has number of attributes like bg color, background, text, link, a link, v link. So when you start with the body, as I said, bg color. Now if you want to set the background color of web page, the default color is always white. The background path, if you want to now change the image to show an image, you want to insert an image, show the image in the background of the web page. Text, you can change the color. Link we already seen, link, a link and v link. So let us take two of these, bg color and background. Bg color, the background of the web page is displayed with a color that has been taken as a value in the property or by the attribute. And background, you are giving proper link to a proper image link or image source. So the image will be shown rather than that color. Background is for image, bg color is for actual color. Okay, this is the image we are talking about. Name the tools required to create a HTML document. So the HTML document, you don't need anything, only a browser and a notepad. But you can use Notepad++. It's a very good, it's like a notepad, but it has a programming touch to it. So you can just write a text in your notepad, normal notepad, and you can just save it. Say my file, you have given the name. So myfile.html, and now you can save it using double quotes. So .txt you can save. .txt it was, you can save it using double quotes HTML because it will be saved as text. Otherwise, you have to save it in HTML double quotes. So Notepad++ is the best way to write, and once you make the program, just use the web browser Opera, Google Chrome, or Internet Explorer, Safari. There are so many. Firefox. Write a short note and HTML. So HTML we have talked about a lot, so you can just write in point form. So HTML, hypertext markup language. So this refers to hypertext markup language HTML, and it was founded in 1990 November by a person called Tim Berners-Lee. He is also supposed to be the Janak or the founder or the inventor of this World Wide Web, Internet. So the purpose was to make it easier for the scientists at different universities in America to gain access to each other's research document. So how to do this? Have a document in HTML and just everyone can see. So HTML is not an invention but an improved version of SGML, standardized or standard generalized markup language. So HTML comprised of tags and attributes should show data in browser. So whatever you write in HTML tag, these are pre-specified tags. Write it, browser will show it. HTML stands for hypertext markup language. An HTML file is a text file containing these markup tags, and the markup tags tell the browser how to display the image. Now there are so many applications in which WYSIWYG, what you see is what you get. So we have different applications where you can just write and you can see how it will be shown, right? So there are so many things which are available. Okay, this is all about this HTML. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.